is, guys? Boy Blasphemous HD, and today we're here to watch 10 controversial banned cartoons that were actually made. It's by Matthew Santaro. His link is in the description. Make sure to go check him out, man. He's a super cool dude.
You know, if I was a cartoon character, I bet I'd look something like this. Oh yeah, they'd call me Crazy Face Baldo. I wonder if I'd get a show. You know, growing up, cartoons were a staple of not only my childhood, but a lot of other people. And today, they're bigger than ever, with entire networks dedicated to showing cartoons for every age, ranging from adorable adventures to cutting satire. And some of our favorites are edgier cartoons like South Park. However, what you probably don't know is that there are some cartoons that were far more controversial, offensive, and even dangerous, so much so that they were outright banned from syndication. So
the fuck is that? Fucking, I keep hearing kids, man. Fuck, I just got done watching them damn creepypasta videos. It's just freaking me out. It is summer vacation, right? Kids can be outside.
Today we gonna explore those cartoons because you were never meant to see them, but I'm gonna tell you about them. So here they are. 10 controversial banned cartoons that were actually made. Number 1 is Computer Soldier Porygon. Computer Soldier Porygon is an infamous episode of the Pokemon anime which, upon its single airing in Japan on December 16th, 1997, resulted in over 700 Japanese people, from old to young, experiencing epileptic seizures, vomiting, and loss of consciousness. This is due to a 4-second scene in which Pikachu causes an explosion that flashes brightly and alternates rapidly between red and blue. The episode was never commercially released or rebroadcast anywhere in the world, and even caused the show to go on hiatus for 4 months. The event, dubbed Pokemon Shock, earned the show a Guinness World Record for the most epileptic seizures caused by a television show. Well, a TV show isn't an adventure unless there's a risk of epileptic seizure. Number 2 is Dial M for Monkey. Dexter's Laboratory was a popular Hanna-Barbera cartoon series that aired between 1996 and 2004 that followed a boy scientist on his various misadventures. It was personally one of my favorites. One of its very first episodes, called Dial M for Monkey, was a parody of the Silver Surfer character from the Fantastic Four comics. Which sounds fun, except for the fact that the episode was immediately banned in several countries, including England, Canada, and America, for 2 major reasons. The first was that the Silver Spooner character in the episode exhibited a large number of homosexual stereotypes that, you know, kind of offended a lot of people. The second was that a Justice Friends character called Krunk, which was a parody of the Incredible Hulk, binge drank alcohol until he started to vomit. This is a kid's show. Mocking gay people and binge drinking? Hanna-Barbera, teaching her children only the finest of life lessons. Number 3 is Buffalo Gals. Huh, another Hanna-Barbera cartoon. They just love taking risks. Cow and Chicken was a cartoon that ran from 1997 to 1999 that follows the adventures of 2 animal siblings. One episode that aired in 1998 entitled Buffalo Girls told the tale of a group of biker chicks filled with lesbian innuendos. The group would break into people's houses and chew on their carpets. Yeah, but surprisingly, it wasn't that caught the censor's attention. Instead, it was a softball match that occurred in the episode that had references to pitching and catching, a more direct reference to sex. But I suspect that not very many of you are upset about having one less episode of this show. I mean, it wasn't exactly Breaking Bad. It was kind of like a Ren and Stimpy ripoff. So,
what the fuck?
No real loss. Number 4 is Popetown. Popetown was a British adult animated sitcom that first aired in 2005 about a pope with the mental maturity of a 4-year-old and his handler, Father Nicholas. The show somehow managed to produce a total of 10 episodes with everything in it from sexual jokes to corruption and greed without ever being screened once by the BBC, who commissioned it. Of course, immediately upon seeing this, Roman Catholics and the Catholic Church heavily protested it, causing not one episode but the entire series to be banned worldwide, also resulting in several fines. Well, it's good to know how much the Catholic Church cares about what your children are exposed to. Number 5 is One Beer. Tiny Toons was a very popular children's cartoon
I
that aired
remember that
between
shit.
1990 through 1995. The show features young versions of Bugs Bunny, among others, that were geared towards children, which makes the fact that this episode was even made disturbing. One Beer was an episode that aired in 1991 that shows the Toons finding a beer and drinking it. The underage Toons, Buster, Plucky, and Hampton, then all get wasted, steal a car, and start driving around. The episode then ends with them driving off of a cliff only to hit the ground and die. This episode was actually made! Well, if nothing else, this episode does make an important public service announcement that we should all know by now. You never let an animal behind the wheel! They don't have the brain capacity or coordination to drive a vehicle. Come on, guys! Little common sense. Number 6 is Song of the South. Well, if you were waiting for one of these to be racist, the wait is over. Song of the South is a 1946 live-action animated musical film produced by the one and only Walt Disney. The post-Civil War South movie includes slaves happily going about their duties on a plantation in Georgia with idyllic master-slave relationships as if it was the best thing since sliced bread. Despite its well-known music and Academy Award recognition, the film never quite found itself in good favor with anyone other than those that wear white hooded robes. Well, now we know if Walt Disney ever had a big flaming plus sign on his lawn, it wasn't because he hated math. Number 7 is Jungle Jitters. And keeping with the racist theme, Jungle Jitters was a short, one-reel, 8-minute animated film released by Warner Brothers in 1938. The short film is set in an African village and features black characters with old animation big lips, characters in blackface, and depicts Africans as cannibals. Add in some offensive Asian accents and a white king and you, my friend, have just witnessed some animated bigotry in the prime of animated bigotry. But okay, that's not to say that the animation doesn't have some redeeming qualities, like it's only 8 minutes? So bad. Number 8 is Ha Ha Ha. Ha 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 is a 1934 animated short starring Betty Boop, one of the most iconic cartoon characters of the black and white era. She was known for being playful and risque, which is why this episode was a bit of a strange departure. Allow me to explain. Essentially what happens is a clown gets a toothache and she tries to perform amateur dental surgery but fails. If that wasn't weird enough, she then attempts to calm him by using too much laughing gas, which causes Betty and Coco the clown to laugh hysterically. The weird part is that the laughing gas then escapes through the window and spreads into the town, making every person and inanimate object laugh hysterically, including mailboxes, parking meters, a bridge, cars, and even graves. Wow, that's creepy. Imagine seeing everything around you laughing in black and white and then suddenly you're staring at a screen wondering, what is it that I am watching? This is just weird and creepy. Number 9 is The Simpsons. As one of the longest running cartoon series in history, it's inevitable that 1 or 2 episodes might get banned. Well, interestingly, it wasn't 1 or 2, but the entire program that got banned in 2008 around season 20 in more than a few countries. Venezuela's president, for example, deemed the show unsuitable for children, while Russia also joined in. They stated that the show, quote, promotes violence, cruelty, pornography, mayhem, physical and ethical suffering, and also invokes fear, panic, and terror in children.
But that's what we like about it.
Even the UK banned a single episode from season 9, The Cartridge Family, which involved The Simpsons and gun usage. Man, you can't just ban The Simpsons, you just can't! The characters are just so classic! Like Krusty? And number 10, Partial Terms of Endearment. Okay, this one's just disturbing. Partial Terms of Endearment is the 21st and final episode of the 8th season of the animated comedy series Family Guy. And if you haven't heard of it, there's a reason for that. In the episode, Lois becomes a surrogate mother for a friend, but the friend is killed in an automobile accident and Lois and Peter decide to get an abortion. The episode is extremely dark and was banned from airing in the United States among several other countries. I'm kind of torn on this one. I mean, on one hand, I generally believe that censorship should be avoided, while on the other, I also believe that baby jokes, should also be avoided, so that's a tough one. Oh, that reminds me, what's the difference between a baby and an onion? I'll let you Google the answer to that one at your own discretion. And now you know about 10 controversially banned cartoons that you were probably never meant to hear about.
Of course, now I'm gonna instantly go on the internet and look for that Family Guy episode. I want to see that shit. And I don't really understand how they can ban The Simpsons for being so grimy and jacked up at the television show when that's the thing that everybody liked about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go check out Man Through Santaro. The link to the original video on the screen will be in the description down below. As always, boy Blasphemous HD, Twisms. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see more jacked up crap, make sure to head over to my prank channel. We basically exploded Randy's face off. He knows why. I am going to be posting at least 1 to 2 pranks a week over there. And I'm going to stay with my 1 to 2 videos upload schedule over here as well. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to both my channels and all that good stuff. And as always, Twisms.